Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yashala, Koholoimla, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kahakudash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to state the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan the Waf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. Got a couple of articles here, and really just going off to Kamala Harris and, her pretty much trying to usurp authority over men by trying to become the commander-in-chief and never been to war. But people are starting to see her for who she is. I mean, it's so back and forth with this election thing. I mean, it's a complete damn joke. And the world got to be laughing at these clowns. But this is one where it says CNN panel erupts when panelist says Democrats too focus on dudes who want to become women than male voters. And I gotta agree with the guy there, because they got this paid. Trump got this paid. I endorse this message. You know how they be at the these campaign commercials they be having, but they got the one where her sitting down, and she's talking about spending taxpayers' money to allow transgenders, in prison to get them surgery, surgeries and shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. And you can clearly see they don't really show these people now, but that whole smorgasbord of that cabinet that they have right now, they're all a part of the ABCDEFG, man. You got the one dude, that was caught. I think he was like over the energy, some crazy shit. But the guy in the red dress, here you go, you at the White House in dresses with lipstick and shit on. You know what I'm saying? And they caught his ass stealing somebody's luggage at the airport. I think he done it twice. And they eventually I think they got rid of him. Who knows? But they swept that shit under the rug. Then you got the I think he's a damn general or he's an admiral. Whatever he is. Then, you got Pete Buttigieg. Hey, that guy took him and his so-called husband took maternity leave, man. For some babies they adopted, bro. And the list goes on and on. So, this is what doesn't play right amongst the so-called black men, really, in reality. Because you got Obama, as of this week, he getting clowned and dragged online for, trying to tell the brothers, you guys are not backing Kamala enough. You know what I'm saying? Jake not with that shit, man. Like, for real, man. This lady don't do nothing but run around, laugh and giggle her whole way through a damn interview. She's not telling nobody what she's really going to do. And the shit that she's saying she's going to do, the couple of things that she's saying, it's like, okay, well, why wasn't you doing that, 3 years ago? Now all of a sudden you about to change up something that you and Obama. Come on, bro. This shit is retarded, bro. But let's play this little piece right here real quick. Let's see this guy in action.
I think the polling this morning and the week, I think David's right. It was a rough week. I mean, her faves are down. They're struggling with, the front page of the New York Times this morning, front page story, Democrats struggling with African-American voters, particularly African-American men. This gender gap issue is real. It's a real problem, and you see the Democrats reacting to it. And I think what they are now finally in October, the election, coming to realize is that a lot of men think Democrats care more about dudes who want to become women than dudes who just want to be dudes. And no hunting, cosplay, or cringy videos is going to change it. The bet is made.
Along with...
You see, homeboy sitting there, he might have been a little bit zesty because he had that look on his face like, I know you're not talking about me. Anyway, though, man, but you see what it is. This shit is a complete disaster. But let me grab this other one, and I'll just grab a quick scripture or two. It's not going to be a long lesson. Because here she go right here. She's pandering to a big mama and them at the black church. Harris appeals to black voters at Sunday service. Right? It says, Greenville, North Carolina, Vice President Harris made an appeal to black voters participating in Sunday service to talk about hurricane disinformation and teachings from the Bible about helping others. At an early age, I learned that faith is a verb. It is something we show in action and in service, Harris said to a packed church. Harris took the stage in the middle of the service of Koinonia, pronouncing that right, maybe not, Christian Center, introduced by Bishop Rosie S. O'Neill. Never heard of her before. Is this a guy? Let's see who this is. But see, they going off both ways. Is this another woman? And that's what I wanted to kind of touch on. And see, the Lord is about to start bringing you women back to earth. Y'all gonna start, y'all gonna start getting in order. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on now. Dang, is it this actor? Is this her husband? This was the guy that was talking about. Oh no, he looks like the guy from the Damn, I thought that was him. Salakia, the guy from The Wire that was talking shit about Trump. I mean, not Trump. Talking shit about Obama, telling him, there's a bad look for what he was talking about with the black men not wanting to vote for showing up like that for Kamala. But here you go, though. Here you go. There you go, right there. See, she done cut her hair, But okay, so she's a bishop, huh? Through, bro. Through. So here she go, right here, standing right next to her. That's her right there. I didn't realize that. I just thought that was just one of them, one of those big black women that be standing in the church screaming at the loud, top of their voice, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. We don't even really have to go no further, you know what I'm saying? Because she was pretty much in this article going in on, a lot of people are talking about how the government is creating these damn storms and stuff like that. And, they kind of like defending themselves on that. So that's pretty much what she was about going into on this. And then she quoted Paul, though. Let me get to the point where she quoted Paul. Where did she say? Yeah, I guess she's saying Trump spreading misinformation. Yeah, but she quoted Paul here somewhere. I was reading this earlier. Says some worshipers nodded in agreement while she spoke about the consequences of disinformation. Hurricane Helene hit the western part of North Carolina on the other side of the Tar Heel State from Greenville. The problem is it's making it harder to get people life-saving information if they're led to believe they cannot trust. Man, don't nobody trust this fucking government these days. This is the reason why the scripture says to never trust thine enemy. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Because see, you so-called black people, y'all quick to run out here and vote for your damn enemy. These people have been oppressing your ass for the past 500 years, and you're going out to vote for them. It's crazy. Because even, let's say you even vote for Kamala. Who you think her policy, I mean, the laws that she's going to go by, who do you think came up with that shit? This is the so-called white man's world, man. You're not going to get away from that. Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron resteth, so is his wickedness. And Kamala is an enemy of yours too. Because she's lying about who she really is, first off. She's running on this. Okay, let's say if she's a so-called black woman. Let's just say if she's a so-called black woman. Why is she so geared towards you so-called black women going out to abort your babies instead of her being like, you know what, we're family. Don't destroy our lineage. Don't destroy our people. We'll give you the resources to handle, whatever. We're going to allocate funds towards, better, whatever, man. For women, Matter of fact, you think that she will be promoting marriage, male and female in the household. She's not promoting any of that. She don't care about the so-called black man. That's the reason why they're not going out to vote for her ass, because they already know. And then, like I said again, if she's so pro-black that she's running off of, why is she with a so-called white man? A Jewish one at that. Taking care of somebody else's step. She's a stepmother. She don't even have children of her own, but she's telling you about your body, your choice. Which in reality, all that means is, go in and get an abortion. Go ahead and knock that baby on off. That's what she's really telling you. So she's just as much an enemy as the so-called white man is to you. So neither one of them are going to be any good to you Negroes, man. Verse 11, it says, though he humbled himself, and that's what she's doing in the church. She going to the so-called black church. She pandering to you so-called black women. Because that's the best they can do. What do you think Joe Biden was popping up there? Motherfucker don't go to church, but he'll pop up at your church when he ready to be voted for. Because he know y'all Negroes going to go and vote him in. And y'all did. Though he humbled himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. That's a command from the Lord. If you go against that, then you're just going to get your demise, man. Jake don't want to hear the Lord. Jake don't want to hear reproof, discipline, or anything like that when it comes to the scriptures, man. That's why that Proverbs chapter 1 says he'll laugh at your calamity. You going out here and you slow dancing with a snake and wondering why he done bit into your goddamn neck. Come on, bro. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. She showed y'all that when they got elected the first time. She showed you pretty much, hey, here's my true colors. This is what I'm really like. Fuck you niggas. Thanks for the vote, though. And now she's coming back with the same game plan, running game on you black women, mainly. With that, since I'm a woman, you should want a woman president. Look at how far we're moving in the world. That's satanic, man. That's that serpent and Eve talk right there, man. And then she's standing up, like I said, she's standing up in there. I want to see, because I if I'm not mistaken, she quoted Paul. Let's see here. Harris admonished those who are using the moment to turn tragedies and sorrows into grievance and hatred. And one may ask why, and I think the motives are quite transparent: to gain some advantages for themselves, to play politics for other people's heartbreak. Well, bitch, what are you doing? You playing politics by being there talking about it. She argued that leaders in times of crisis don't play politics. Now is the time to live up to the fundamental values that reflect our nation at its best. Crazy, bro. The values of compassion and community and honesty and decency. How you gonna have a community if you pushing for our people to abort our babies, man? Doofy, man. The values that define people of Greenville, the people of North Carolina, she said. Oh, here we go right here. She also referenced multiple Bible verses during her remarks, citing Isaiah to acknowledge that those helping during the hurricane cleanup are a refuge for the needy in their distress. Harris cited Paul's letter to the Church of Galatians, saying that Paul reminded them and us that God calls us not to become weary of doing good, because we each have the power. God tells us this, the power each one of us to make a difference. When was the last time you heard her at Kamala, she's at church service? What church does she attend? What church is she about? And then, of course, her husband is Jewish. They don't even believe in this Jesus that y'all talking about. And then it's scandal all in the household, all kinds of shit, man. Says around the end of her remarks, congregants stood up and began to cheer and wave for her. Well, we already know who the congregants was. Let us always remember that while weeping may endure for a night, joy cometh in the morning, she said, bringing people to their feet. Boy, I tell you. Hey, she know how to hustle, y'all. It don't take much for you so-called black people. Y'all don't expect much of nothing, man. We're not speaking. Harris participated in the service, sitting in the front row, clapping and singing along, just singing them goddamn them Negro spirituals. She sat next to O'Neill, who enthusiastically welcomed the vice president, saying, I realize we have people who vote all kinds of ways, but we have a sitting vice president. The vice president traveled to, anyway. Hey, look. That so-called black woman that's a bishop shouldn't be in her position, and Kamala shouldn't be in her position. And that lets you know how off this world is, too. While she's quoting Paul. Let's get it. 1 Timothy 2:11, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. You think that Bishop Rose, she looked like a Rosie, too. You think that she would, she'd adhere to this particular scripture? No, she gonna mosey all around that scripture, man. So-called black woman hate that scripture. They hate that scripture, man. They'll roll all around that motherfucker, man. Verse 12, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Right? You think either one of those people would actually listen to that? That scripture is cutting both of them, that they shouldn't be in the positions that they're in. But do you really think? Salakia, at the little plantation right now, trying to Salak. But yeah, they're not gonna adhere to that, man. They don't care nothing about the scriptures. That's her rolling in there. She know you niggas don't read the Bible anyway. A bunch of people that's probably in there probably never even heard of those scriptures anyway, because Jake don't read the Bible. They just pretty much they roll off in there. They let Pastor Pork Chop and them tell them all kinds of stuff, you know, and they listen to that shit, man, and roll with it. And I'm telling you, man, the so-called black woman is gonna be out here in droves voting for this woman. You're gonna see at least 10 women to one man, and the only man that you're really gonna see is some zesty, moist guy. You know what I'm saying? That you know, he's gonna take full advantage of getting him a sex change operation off of her. That's the reason why they will be going to vote. The only people that benefit from Obama and Biden's presidency was the LGBTQ. You can't get around it. So I'm gonna end out there. Yeah, I'm at the plantation. Got to make a little quick move here, but I found it funny that this. Let's at least play this back one more time right here with this guy. Oohs and ahs, you know, they didn't like this at all. But let's play it one more time. Just got to get some laughter in this thing sometimes, man.
I think the polling this morning and the week, I think David's right. It was a rough week. I mean, her faves are down. They're struggling with, the front page of the New York Times this morning, front page story, Democrats struggling with African-American voters, particularly African-American men. This gender gap issue is real. It's a real problem, and you see the Democrats reacting to it. And I think what they are now finally in October, the election, coming to realize is that a lot of men think Democrats care more about dudes who want to become women than dudes who just want to be dudes. And no hunting, cosplay, or cringy videos is going to change.
That's crazy, bro. I know you had to see. Look, check out the look on this guy right here face. He looking like he's one of those people, man, that this guy's talking about. Look at him. Salaki, I wouldn't want to check this guy.
No hunting.
Yeah, he looked like it. Check him out, though. Let's see. He wasn't feeling that shit right there. He like, how dare you? Mr. Lockett, man. You see what it is. I ain't got to go into it like that, man. You got that look on his face like, Look at him. I know they got the play button in his way. But that shit is crazy, bro. Look at him. Hold on. There you go. Damn. He got that look like, how dare you? I'm happily with my partner. Anyway, man, I can't even pull it. But you see what it is, man. This thing is, man, it's out of control, man. You running around out here voting for people. You're just not there, man. Because even if you wouldn't, man, even before I came into this truth, man, I went into this shit. I did not vote for Obama. I think the last person I did vote for, because it was just started to dawn on me, like, this shit is just not right. I think the last person I voted for, I know it was Democrat, because, of course, Negroes don't know no better. I didn't know no better myself, you learn about white Jesus, you know what I'm saying, and you really feel as if you're an American, and just the bullshit that Esau teach you in his schools, man, to twist and turn your mind away from the fact that he's a goddamn vicious beast, and they push in the so-called black neighborhoods that you are a Democrat. So I know whoever it was I voted for. I do remember I did not vote for Obama. I was done with it at that point in the game. I've never voted since around that time. I know I didn't vote for him though. Neither time. I can remember that. Because I was, it was just something about it like, man, this nigga I'm not going out and voting for this nigga, man, because he's supposed to be a black guy. That don't even make no sense. I was saying that even then. But a lot of so-called black people, especially the so-called black women, they ran out in droves. They voted for that guy, and he was there 8 years and didn't do shit for y'all. Didn't do nothing. Oh, and then you vote Biden back in there, which was with this clown for 8 years. This dude have been in the White House, man, 12 years. Now he, you know what I'm saying? Then y'all gonna vote for Kamala, which gonna give you the same bullshit? Obama's policies for 20 years. Are you serious? These people ain't done nothing for you. Now you about to go out here and vote for her because she's so-called a woman and she's so-called a black woman. Don't make no sense, man. But with that, hey, I'm going to end out. I pray that this lesson was edifying. Call me all on a Bible ball.